Hello. Wow.
Hello.
Welcome back, everyone. This is episode 25 of the NgoVo Convo One Piece review podcast. We're two stupids. Make a hype.
Hype.
Right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Hype.
I'm one of your hosts, NgoVo, and I'm joined by Harrison No. He's to my left. I'm to his right. I'm injured this round. I'm going to keep saying that until I don't have this on.
Damn.
Be like, I'm injured.
Should keep that on.
Oh, no. But if you're new here, we both just want an excuse to talk about anything that ranges from anime to comics. But also, we're trying to clean up our never-ending backlog, aka Harrison's One Piece backlog this time around.
Yep.
Which he is like, he's getting there.
Getting there.
He's getting there this time. I would say he's like 75% through. But some would say it's two people conversing.
Like NgoVo Convo and NgoVo Convo sprout right above my head.
Yes. Oh, genius. But you can watch every episode on youtube.com or listen to it as a podcast by searching NgoVo Convo on your podcast service of choice. We're everywhere, anywhere. Apple, Google, Spotify. The only three I really know. All the little ones. Amazon. We're there too, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
But in this episode, we are not going to be talking about Dressrosa because that was the last episode. And it was really long and chaotic.
Yeah.
Because we're now over that and we're talking about the Zou arc. Really small, really short and sweet, but also had a lot of info in it. So let's see how well I can get through this. But Harrison read up to chapters 802 through 824. That's the manga. I don't know if you have the anime pulled up.
Anime wise, it's 751 to 779. 29 episodes.
Oh, nice.
Easy.
Okay, that's not bad. And as usual, we don't do non-spoilers here. We kind of just get into it because if you are listening to the series, you're either a fan, you're reading like me, or you're kind of like following along like Harrison. You're in for the ride. No secrets here. No non-spoiler thoughts. Nothing.
Yeah.
Just get right into
All
it.
up front.
All up front. But the journey to get to Zou is really funny. It's pretty funny because they're on, this Straw Hat Fleet ship, this super fan ship that Luffy happens to have with. And so Zou in Japanese is actually elephant. Like, that's the translation.
Oh.
So like, when you think about
Nice.
that, and anything really goes in One Piece, so we see this big elephant basically that they have to climb up, like literally like a gigantic elephant.
Yep, they do. Yeah.
They split up, like the whole group that was in Dressrosa, Law, Luffy, Usopp, Robin, Kinemon, that whole crew. They have split from the superfan group. I don't know if I mentioned this, but Sanjuro, which is one of the samurai guys, his powers was to like paint something, and then it kind of turns into life for a little bit, and then it dies.
Yeah.
So he made this
He's really good at drawing. Yeah.
ugly dragon.
He's really good. Yep.
Super good. And they climb up. And when I tell you that this is a very big elephant, I actually mean it. It's like a mountain.
Yeah.
So
it also makes sense why there's no log post for it, because there's not, right? I think
no,
that's what
there's
you said.
not. No. They followed this because of Nami's VV card.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That Law gave, so they could like track them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, there's no log post. This is basically an elephant that there's an island on top of this elephant's back, and it's just roaming.
Yeah. He's just walking. He's just walking.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Oh, absolutely huge.
They say he's huge. He's huge.
He's huge, yeah.
Huge.
But the Sunny is actually tied at the bottom, so,
So they see it.
They see it. They climb up, or try to. This poor, drawn dragon fighting for its life.
End my life.
End it now.
Let me die. Existence is pain. That's all I saw.
Oh yeah, and the sweat coming off of it too.
It's like, well, because the samurai fell, and they're like, we gotta go back and get him. And he's like, no, don't.
Yeah, so Kinemon and then Kanjuro, they did fall off.
Yep.
So there's one separation already, off the bat. But they do get up to the elephant's back successfully.
Yep.
What was really cute about it was Robin was like super sad once this drawing kind of like died off.
She's like, it was so cute.
She's like, oh, it's so cute. It was really cute though, because in the background when everyone's like fighting, she's kind of like placing like flowers on it, and like she's like kind of like looking at it like all endearing.
Yeah, it was again, I said this last episode, Robin's a treasure.
She sure is. But what's also really funny is that Zoro's like, it's an ugly drawing. Robin's like, take it back.
You take that back.
Take it back. But yeah, so they get into this town basically, but it's kind of all like in shambles.
Yeah,
I feel like Luffy has bad luck with towns. Like something's always in shambles, I think.
What? No,
Or I feel like
no, it happens more often than not. You're right.
Yeah, it's happened a little bit more
Something's
often.
in disarray.
But I think the biggest part was that everyone reunited at some point. They were walking through town. You kind of see Minks, which is like a new group of people.
New race of people.
New race of people. Talking animals of all types.
Yeah. But they're like humanoid.
Yeah. But they're humanoid. So yeah, I think that journey into the whale forest was really cool. I think at some point you were like, Nami upgraded. Because they do.
Well, because they went through. Yeah, they all fully reunite.
Yeah.
And just to find. Because, well, no, what threw me off was they showed the dog girl. Mm-hmm. And she was wearing Nami's outfit. Yeah, and I was like, wait, what's going on? I'm confused. Why does that look like Nami to some extent?
It's Nami's bikini top.
Yep.
And yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. They baited me, making me think like something happened to each one of them, because they kept alluding to like, we can't tell them yet.
Yeah.
We gotta help them. I was like,
yeah.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Just to find out that they didn't. I thought they got transformed or something.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, it looked so much like.
Yeah.
I think that was just a bait. I was like, oh, they really got me going with that one. I was like, that looks like Nami. She's dressed like Nami. Even the hair is like kind of like, what's going on here? Why is Nami a dog?
Why is she a dog? But yeah, they reunite. Unfortunately, one crew member is gone now. And that's kind of like a big arc, I think, here. And I think we'll just go right into Sanji being missing.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I think the flashback was really interesting to see. Especially,
because that was like the 10 days prior to when Luffy lands, right? Yeah. Essentially.
Yeah, so like...
Because we saw them having to deal with Big Mama's ship at the end, last time we saw it.
Like last arc, Dressrosa, basically.
Yeah,
that was like their cliffhanger.
Yeah, that was there. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, come to find out, basically Sanji has to get married.
Yeah.
He has to get captured. He's basically getting captured into this.
Because originally I think they were there to like mess with Luffy.
Yeah.
And his crew. It was like the two guys we saw previously in Fishman Island.
Yeah.
But that one of them was from Zou, right? The cat.
The cat one?
Lion looking dude.
Yeah, with the small eyes.
Yeah, with the small eyes.
I think it's like Peckhams.
Yeah, Peckhams. Yeah.
And Bege was like the guy with the castle fruit that actually was there to capture.
Yeah, because he was
Sanji.
with and he's a part of the terrible generation. I keep forgetting what
Worst
it's called.
generation?
Worst generation.
Yes, yes.
I keep thinking of a different adjective.
I know.
I've done that like 3 times now. I feel like
You're like terrible, bad. At least you get the generation part. It's just the adjective.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a dick.
No, yeah, he is.
Yeah.
But his fruit is really cool. It's the Castle fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah. He basically captures the whole Straw Hat crew and Caesar.
Yep.
But Sanji's a tricky guy.
What do you mean by that?
Well,
What do you do?
Oh man, he's just a trickster. But yeah, so basically Bege just captures Caesar and Sanji, and that's kind of what Nami told them.
Yeah. Because essentially it was kind of weird because they reveal who he is and why he was only the one. He's the one. Yeah, well, Sanji's tricky because he's like, you can't kill me.
It's only a live poster now.
Yeah. So you can't do that.
Yeah. Were you interested in his name?
At this point, yeah, because he said they revealed that he's a part of the family.
Yeah.
Like the Finsmoke.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a family of assassins.
Oh my goodness.
What's going on? Then it made me question everything of like why he was gone and why he left. I'm like, wait, now I'm confused. Hold up.
Yeah.
So.
And even like I believe it was Usopp who mentioned it, but he kind of did like a throwback to when they first met. And how like Sanji was like, oh yeah, I'm from like the North Blue. But then when you look at the map, it's like all the way
past the red line.
Past the red line. So Usopp's just like, oh, what life has you been up to, Sanji, basically. So yeah, it's interesting. And Pudding is one of Big Mama's kids. I think like the 35th. I think that's what.
Something like that. Yeah.
Something like that. Something crazy like that. But yeah. But the objective was that like the biggest arc here was that Sanji's missing and that they have to go get him back, basically.
Yeah.
And then another mini arc because Oda just loves mini arcs here. But
yeah, I was gonna say, so this all happened like that happened after they saved the village, right? Because the village was attacked by
Jack,
who's an elephant.
Yes.
Or a mammoth?
A mammoth.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was confused because it was like at first I was like, he's an elephant on an elephant. What's going on here? But a mammoth on an elephant who's a part of my God, what's his name? Kaido's group.
Yeah. I think that whole fight was really cool also because it kind of just realigned how the connections kind of happen. Because Jack and his crew, they're looking for Raizo, which is another person that is connected.
Yeah, it was a ninja.
Yeah.
And even like Kinemon and like the other guy, they said that they were looking for Raizo.
Yeah.
So that's wild.
Wasn't that crazy? They had this whole like fight where like they like destroy the towns, the people, poison them.
Yeah. And they kept saying like we don't know who this guy is.
Yeah.
Which I was like, oh gosh, they're gonna and biggest bait because I was like, oh god, they're gonna think Raizo's the reason why they're all dying. Oh no, we can't because they're like, oh, we can't let them know about the samurai because that would be bad.
Yeah. But yeah, and then they obviously like fought and left, and this arc was basically Luffy catching up to what the hell happened to Sanji. It was really cool to see Chopper be in his doctor mode again. Doctor mode.
He has a nurse that has the hots for him.
Yes.
Or potentially, I have no idea.
And a goat doctor. That's also...
And a goat doctor.
Yeah. Did you like the interaction of the Minks to Straw Hats?
Yes, I like how bones are a thing.
The dogs love Brooks.
And I was like, why do they? Oh, even the leader or the dog leader, even.
Yeah.
Which that whole system's kind of crazy.
Wasn't that system crazy?
Because it's like
the cat,
day and night.
Yeah, and then the cats were acting a little bit catty too. All cat-like and like super catty.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
That was really funny.
Yeah, I didn't, because they had that whole thing. They kind of went through it all. I thought it was the coolest and biggest bait where they're like, oh, the two leaders hate each other, and they probably can't get along, just to find out that when the samurai arrived, oh my god.
Oh, because you get to know more stuff, basically, about Momo.
And Momo was just hidden. That's the thing.
Yeah, Momo was just hidden.
And I'm like, what's going on? He just stayed in his room or something, right?
Yeah.
But in his dragon form.
Yes, in his dragon form.
You find out that Kinemon's not a dad?
No. And then the name Odin pops up a lot because Kinemon's not Momo's dad.
But actually,
like a retainer for him.
Because Momo's actually just, I guess, the next heir in line.
Yeah.
Because his dad's Odin.
Yes.
Who also was a part of the Goldie Rogers crew. I was like, what's going on?
Wasn't that cool? I was waiting for you to figure that one out. Was that like a twist that you did?
That was a huge twist. One already, I was like, oh, okay, they pulled he's the actual heir. Oh, I should have known. Yeah, that makes sense. Duh. But then they revealed that. I was like, okay, nope, that got me.
That one got you.
Yeah.
That was really cool. And then you see the word Wano come in way too often.
Multiple times. Because they're from Wano. And I'm like, oh, because now Kaido's the one in charge of Wano.
Yeah. It's all coming together.
Well, they said there's another Shogun, but I'm kind of confused. Is Kaido the Shogun, or is there another person that's also the... Oh, God. No, they said something, right?
I don't know.
No, they said something.
I got nothing.
Oh, God damn it. You're useless.
I'm trying not to say anything. That was a big twist right there.
Yeah.
And
they want to take down Kaido.
Which was what Law and Luffy were going to do.
They were going to do it anyway.
What was interesting was that they asked for help, and when I say they, it was like the retainer. So it was like Kinemon, the ninja, Kanjuro, and Momo. And Luffy right off the bat said, nope.
Yeah, he's like, nope, I gotta save Sanji.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind, that makes sense.
But I think what's really cool about Luffy's like growth here is that he said no because he wanted to hear it from Momo and not his retainers.
See, when Luffy goes in on that kind of stuff, like the whole like you gotta do it type, like he did that for the mermaid girl as well.
Yeah.
Like it's like a lot of like you gotta do it.
You have to ask me, like.
Yeah, like you can't have people asking for me.
Yeah.
Like, oh, can we really quick? We gloss over it, but the dog and cat were actually with Wano this whole time, and actually all the Minks were actually with Wano, and they just lied because they kept Raizo, tied him down so that he wouldn't do anything. I was like, that's insane. I was like, oh,
dude, and they've been connected for hundreds of years.
So it was, and even because they were the retainers, because those two were also on Goldie Rogers' ship, because they were Odin's retainers. I was like, this is so crazy. I can't believe this.
Is it just mind-blowing to you right now what's happening?
No, I think I sent a screenshot, and I was like, Usopp at one point was like, hold on, this is a lot to keep up with. And I was like, that's actually what it is, though.
I know, Usopp was like, this is too much.
The connections are everywhere.
Or
it's like such like important, like high level connections. Like, this is kind of crazy.
I know. But yeah, I was really ready for you to figure out Momo's situation. And I'm so happy that you're there.
Oh, and then they show like that place how they find they finally reveal how to find Goldie Rogers' treasure.
Yes.
And it's an X on an X. They had to find the 4 points,
Yep.
which 3 of them are controlled, except this one. So I was like, oh, you have to take care of the other ones, and it'll show the actual spot.
Yeah. Wow, good segue, because I was going to go into those 4 road polyglyphs.
I got you.
Because one is held there, and it's red. It's a different color. You'll see it in the anime. It's just it looks different. But yeah, it's separate from regular the polyglyphs that that what Robin is seeking as well. But these 4 are unique because it, like you said, it forms a map.
Or it forms
like the
endpoints.
The endpoints, yeah. To lead to the final island.
Yeah.
Which is the Laugh Tale, which is where Luffy wants to go.
It's the goal. It's everyone's goal.
It's everyone's goal. He wants to be the king of the pirates. What's interesting is that the Minks have won, but the other 3 are elsewhere. 2 out of the 3 is where they need to go next.
Yeah.
Big Mama has one road polyglyph, and then Kaido has another one.
Yeah.
And I laugh every time I reread this because Robin's like, oh, we have to go in there and take it, because they look heavy. Like when you see it, they're just a big block of stuff.
Oh, Robin said it, or someone said that, right?
Or someone said it, yeah. I think maybe it was Nami at some point. Another connection was that the Wano people made these.
Yes.
That's another one. Yeah, which was really cool. But the cat viper, he was like, oh, you don't need to take it with you, just make a copy. Usopp goes, oh, is it that easy to just make a copy, isn't it? Because then Luffy's just right around the corner. He's like, oh yeah, let's make a copy.
Everyone's trying to make sure Luffy doesn't go off and it's an adventure.
Yeah. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see because Robin can read these. She's the only one that is able to read these, so we'll see.
But then, like you said, they have an alliance. They have a plan now, though, because they have to separate, fully separate. They have a group going to save. Small group going for to get Sanji.
Yep.
I like how Zoro left to go with the samurai. Because that made sense.
Yeah.
I was like, yep, I'm all in. That's fine.
He's all in.
Yeah.
And then there's a group staying at the Zou for a bit.
Yeah, well, because Momo and Luffy. Okay, this is the one I need to get clarity.
Yes.
So they are doing this thing, right? Jack comes back.
Yeah.
And wants to attack. Tries to come back, but the elephant kept talking.
Yeah.
No one can hear it except Luffy and Momo. I need clarity on this. Is this the first time that Luffy can hear the voices?
No, remember in Fishman.
See, I don't remember that. But was it as loud, or was it just a glimpse? While here he can actually hear them talk, right?
It wasn't as loud in Fishman.
Yeah. Okay.
This is
he just faintly heard something in Fishman. But here it's straight up like, oh, I hear this.
Yeah.
But
in Fishman, if you remember, he was like, oh, I hear a voice.
Yeah, okay. It was very quick.
But here it was super loud.
Good. No, they're right, because that's when they reveal Goldie Roger can hear voices, and they gave the flashback, right?
Yeah.
I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
But
I think this moment was interesting.
Because Luffy couldn't talk, but Momo could.
Yeah.
So Momo told him to do it, and Homeboy just said, all right, and just wiped them off.
Into the sea.
Yeah.
What else? Am I missing anything else? I don't think I am.
I'm trying to find that picture I sent, because I'm just making sure everyone. I think there's one more group, but I can't remember.
I think there was one more group too. I can't remember where they were going.
I'm checking this out because I remember it's like four. It was 4 directions.
It was 4.
Oh yeah. Cat Viper's going look for Marco.
Ah yes.
Because Marco because no.
Is everything coming back to you?
Yeah, because it wasn't Goldie Roger's ship. It was Whitebeard's ship, was it not? they were on
Oh wait,
Whitebeard's
yeah,
ship, but then they
Whitebeard.
well,
Yeah.
yes, eventually, but they've also been on Whitebeard's ship. So
Yeah.
it was like one of those like, oh yeah, I remember Marco, because how else would they know Marco? I was like, this is wild.
Connections are wild. But Luffy's just really excited to go to somewhere else. Another
he just
adventure.
jumps off. Jumps off the elephant.
He almost killed his crew.
Climb down? He was like, how do we climb down? This.
Didn't you like how Zoro's super calm? He was like, and Robin, they're like, bye.
I also like how Zoro's like, oh, we don't need to save him.
Yeah.
He left. It's fine. He chose to.
He chose to. That's it. I know this was super short, but I mean, I feel like it was super impactful because you got to learn more about Wano. And I guess the next steps on this alliance. I mean, friendship.
Well, yeah, because then they also teased. Well, they did two things, right?
Mm-hmm.
One, they teased the world government is gonna have like Levely.
Yeah.
Levely. I forgot what it's called. But you get to see other people too, like all the old people. Like old leaders. Like
who else did?
Like
I was just gonna say, did you miss Vivi?
Yeah, she got an upgrade. It's fine. Robin got an upgrade. Vivi got an upgrade.
Yeah,
Nami
Vivi
got an
upgrade.
upgrade.
Yeah. All the princesses got an upgrade.
Yeah. But they showed like, Dalton from Drum Island, Walpole, the Munch dude. I figured he was gone, but I guess he's still a thing. Riku is also going, right?
Yeah.
And then Fishman.
Yeah.
Neptune
and the princess and their crew. Did you like how she was like, I don't want to go up there. Luffy promised me.
Yeah. But then they're going because they need to present her mom their
petition. Yeah, basically their petition.
Which is cool.
Yeah. Vivi's back. Being on the boat again. She's had her pirate tendencies come back, and everyone's like freaking out.
Because everyone's like, oh yeah, there it is. Because she was gone for years.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We got drunk Kaido.
Yes. Who's crying over his factory.
Yeah.
A little bit.
It's funny. I just loved how he was like sad and then like angry, like
he's
0 to
sad,
100
angry, disappointed, all in one. Yeah.
But he beat Eustace Kid or Captain Kidd.
You're getting so close to some stuff. I'm just not gonna reveal it. I mean, you're basically headed into.
Oh, they also destroyed the Revolutionary Army base. Got destroyed by
Blackbeard.
Yeah.
That was cool.
That's interesting. So much happening.
So much happened in like 22 chapters in One Piece.
Yeah. It's kind of wild. Super fast.
I know you haven't read the next one yet. Are you excited?
No. Yeah. They revealed like Sanji's their potential fiance. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, oh, wow. And of course he goes Sanji mode, of course. I'm like,
oh yeah,
classic,
100%.
Classic. Can't wait to see what's up with Sanji's end.
You're so close to Wano, like so. You're right there, but also not.
Which is funny because this is the part. So this is the phase where I think my wife was reading weekly at this point. So
I think that's what she said. Yeah.
I think she caught up to this point. She's like, yeah, this is the point where, because I remember reading one of the chapters and it threw me off where it was like, I don't know if this one or Dressrosa, but it was like Oda was introducing My Hero Academia.
Yeah, that was.
And I was like, dude, this is crazy. Like all this stuff now is happening when like I remember.
And then Naruto was ending during Dressrosa, like.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
It's crazy how long this has been going on. Yeah. Now that you think about it.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for you to get into this next arc. It's going to be super interesting.
It will be good.
Yeah. But do you have anything else? Any other closing thoughts?
No.
No.
Finally, I can read more. Why are you holding me back? Why are you doing this?
You're holding yourself back. I remember at the beginning, you're like, nah. Now look at you.
Don't know what you're talking about.
We'll replay the clips next year.
What?
But thanks for tuning in. You can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, X, Facebook, Threads, NgoVo Convo, and NgoVo Convo. If you're on YouTube, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. It's a big red button below me. Just click all the buttons minus the dislike button. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah, if you didn't dislike, if you dislike this video, just hit the like button.
Yeah,
save it for later.
that's
Check it out.
Yes, Harrison's totally right. But let us know how we're doing. What do you want to see next? Do not spoil anything for Harrison, please.
Why do you say that? There now people do it. When you said you
Oh,
asked for it,
that's
Veronica.
true.
That's the most. Come on, I thought you lived on the internet.
Or spoil. Yeah, go ahead, spoil him. But by the time he reads them, he's already, you're already there. So it's fine.
The amount of Dumbledore's dead is where it's like, oh god.
Oh, not that meme.
Too old.
But let us know how we're doing. What do you want to see next? I mean, we're getting near to the end of the year. You probably won't see us for a while. Because they're pre-recorded stuff lately.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
What you mean?
But we'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.